and welcome back to A Beer a Day with TK. It's a Wednesday evening, and I decided I'm going to have a new feature that I'm going to do on Wednesdays. I'm going to do WTF Wednesdays. So basically what I'm going to do is take a beer that I generally wouldn't drink and try it out each Wednesday. Normally when I do the show, I try to find Ohio craft beers, cool European beers like the 12 Beers of Christmas stuff we've been doing, and generally stuff that I think is really good beers, try them out and give them a rating. I do realize that there's a wide variety of beers out there, ranging from the really high end to the really low end, so I figured I would give some of the lower end beers a shot as well. Not to be a beer snob, but I've drank plenty of crappy beers in my day when I was a young guy in college, and when I was a bit younger, I drank some Icehouses, I drank Mickey's, kind of like Mickey's still. So I've had some other beers in my time. So I figured we'll try a new feature, WTF Wednesday, and see what else is out there in the world of beer. Maybe some things I generally wouldn't gravitate to, wouldn't try. I'll give them a shot. So for the inaugural WTF Wednesday, I'm going with Icehouse Edge. This is coming in at 8%. Saw this over at the local Kroger. Figured I'd pick up a single can and see what this is all about. It looks like it's coming in at 8% alcohol, so we know that it's going to be pretty high. It's got a big kick to it. 24-ounce can. It's kind of interesting if you read the side. It has the ingredients list: water, barley, malt, corn syrup, dextrose and maltose, yeast, and hop extract. Then they have this line underneath that I find, kind of really interesting. Corn syrup is used as part of the brewing process only. Icehouse never uses high fructose corn syrup. I think to myself, really, Icehouse, this is the hill you're going to die on. You're going to bash those that use high fructose corn syrup. Yeah, talk about using corn syrup, but not high fructose corn syrup. Come on, man. That's trash. That's a trash argument for this trash beer. So let's see what this tastes like. I looked on the website, and it looked like this is from Plank Road Brewing, which is essentially just Miller. It was interesting. When I looked on Untappd, it got a 195, and it had it in the freeze distilled beer category, which I assume is what we would call the colloquial ice beers. I remember these popped up probably when I was in high school or college. Bud Ice came out, Mickey's Ice, and all these other kind of ice beers. If you're younger, don't have a lot of money, they do the job. They tend to be high alcohol content. They tend to give you a big hit. Usually don't taste that great, so we'll see what this is all about. Beer Advocate, it got a 2.42, and it got a 59 overall rating of awful. It's kind of interesting. When I went through the ratings, they were kind of high and low. Some people were giving this really good ratings, which I thought was a bit odd, given kind of what it is. But I guess we'll check it ourselves. For the freeze distilled beer, I have the style guide here from Untappd, and it said the best known freeze distilled beverages are Applejack and ice beer. Ice wine is the result of a similar process, but in this case, the freezing happens before the fermentation, and thus it is sugar, not alcohol, that gets concentrated. So, freeze distilled beer, Beer Advocate calls it a malt liquor. Let's see what we got going on. You can see from the color, kind of a light yellow, nothing too exciting there. We got a fair amount of carbonation going on, nothing too crazy. The head was minimal, if anything. Smell, sweet. That's about it, honestly. Just kind of smells sweet. Let's check this out. I would say that is quite sweet. Probably a little too sweet for what I would like to drink. And it also has like that weird kind of corn taste to it, like you find with a lot of adjunct lagers. At the end, it gets boozy, so you can definitely tell that it's 8%. Overall, I'd say this is not a particularly good beer. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I honestly expected it to be much worse, but it's definitely not good. So, Icehouse Edge, you get the thumbs down. I wouldn't drink another one of these. It's not the worst beer I've ever had, especially if you're dealing with malt liquors and whatnot. I've had worse beers. but it's certainly not good. It's not something I would want to revisit. If I had any control over beverage selection, this wouldn't be in my cart again. If you've had this, if you've given it a try, let me know what you think about it in the comments. If you like the video, please hit the thumbs up, give me a like. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. If you have any friends or family that might be interested in beer videos, please share the video so we can grow the audience. So, cheers for the inaugural WTF Wednesday, and I'll look for something interesting for next Wednesday. Cheers.